from an offensive standpoint, what is the key to playing against that kind of a defense, that kind of zone?
Um, it's just all about getting the shots where you want to get them from. That zone can just have you swinging the ball around the top of the key until you just take a late, deep contested three. So it's just about, getting it into the middle a little bit, working inside out, and just trying to break them down as best you can.
Yeah. What's the mood, the overall tenor around the team, been like in the aftermath of the Virginia win?
It's definitely excitement. We know what we can do as a team, and we know what we're capable of, especially in conference play. And it's going to take a lot of us to step up and to continue to get better offensively and defensively and to continue to get better as a unit. But we know we can do big things, so there's definitely a lot of excitement around the locker room.
I mean, how low, after the Notre Dame game, coming so close to getting a big win there to open up conference play? I guess for you guys, how low did things get, or was it relative, or did you guys?
It made us all sick for sure. There's a lot of frustration, but it wasn't negative. It was fuel to the fire. We really wanted to get after it. We were really excited to get back to play against Virginia. I mean, that's the great thing about it. You lose a game, but then you got 2 days, and you're right into the next one. So we had to put it in the back of our minds quick. We came back, watched film the next day, and then it's out of our minds preparing for Virginia.
For a guy like you, Cam, 6'8", really good 3-point shooter. I mean, do you get excited for a matchup against Syracuse with that zone where it's, I don't want to call it a more passive defense, but where where it's based more on kind of being in space as opposed to locking a man down?
True. Yeah, that is definitely a good thing about it. You're right. Like, you can find a space that'll get you a shot rather than having the game flow to get you in a shot. You know what I mean? So that definitely, is a benefit of playing against the zone. But it's just like any game. I mean, Syracuse is a conference opponent that is a very good team, and to go to Syracuse and get a win would be huge. So that just that picks up the excitement more than anything else.
Yeah. For someone with who much of his offensive game has been a really good shooter, what's it like shooting in a dome like that? Is the depth perception?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. The spacing of the whole arena is pretty big, but there's no excuse. I mean, the hoop is where it always is. But yeah, it's a very big environment, and it's good to get in there earlier and get shots up just to acclimate yourself to the environment.
Is it the like kind of thing? Does it just tie back to kind of how you perceive your shot and I guess just kind of take me inside like how things get kind of thrown off when you're playing in that sort of a building with that sort of a setup, because I've always heard that domes, there's kind of depth perception.
Yeah, well, as a shooter, you always just want a nice backdrop to the hoop. You don't want there to be a hoop and then a whole lot of nothing behind it. And the dome puts a whole lot of nothing behind it and just a whole lot of nothing around it because everything's so spaced out and so big. But just getting in there to get shots up before the game and shoot around and stuff, it's really important just because it helps your body, your shooting form, everything adjust.
About how long in that process does it take you to get kind of acclimated to the surroundings?
Not too long. I think the most important thing is just starting in close, form shooting around the hoop, and then just slowly working out from there. So it's not like I'm going to go into the Carrier Dome and immediately just start firing deep threes like that. So I think the best thing to do is just start in close, get a feel for it, and then slowly back out.